you're saying like if you sense something, I mean, we do that all the time anyway, like in real life. Like if I was in my room on the computer, I can like tell, even if you don't like hear, like if I don't hear Megan, my wife, walk up behind me, maybe I just like kind of sense something, you turn around and they're there. Well, there's other times, just like maybe you're describing last night, where you had this odd feeling like somebody's watching you when you're laying down. Well, I mean, it kind of makes me think, some of the sound stuff I looked at, well, or like there's got to be a sense, like you're sensing that somehow. It's not visual because you can't see it, and where there's only 5 senses, you're not tasting it, or whatever. But if it's auditory, the way sound works, you measure decibels. It's not just volume or loudness; it's also pressure. You know that, like if you're really close to a speaker at a concert, like you can, you can feel that. And so if you think like, the way it works is like if you're 6 feet away from something, you measure the decibel level. Let's say it's like 90. Well, then if you step back 12 or 6 more feet, if you're double the distance away, it halves the pressure. And then it like 4 times less volume, you get down to 6 decibels. Well, maybe that is something that has to do with the way you perceive that feeling, because we know audio. So if you got like bass noise, you're used to hearing it, if there's a change in it. So if it was lighting, just like if you take away light, the absence of light, you see black because you're just like not seeing any light. So if maybe that perception or feeling is that there's an absence of sound or white noise coming from a location, and of course you got like 3D sound, and you can sense that, well, I'm not getting sound where I should, maybe there's something in the way, and you're just in your mind. So then if you can't see what's blocking that, then maybe there's something that's non-visual, but somehow material or interacts with the material world.
So you're causing some kind of disturbance that you're picking up on.
Right. Because your eyes see literal wavelengths of light, like that's real. So it's not like I'm saying there's like maybe electronic interference, because your ears don't hear like that.
I wonder if there would be an experiment to test that. Because I've seen like, you've seen paranormal investigations do different things. I've never seen one test for that. I don't know how you would.
Like just the principle of
maybe sound is being absorbed by something as if it were there, but it's not. You'd have to use like,
or just not being seen. Because if it's interacting with, because the sound waves are they're vibrations in the air.
Right.
They're deflections that cause different frequency changes. That's all how. Just like because even at the hospital. So like when we listen to people's chest, the sound that's made, it has to do with your lungs vibrating at different frequencies because of the way the air moves and stuff's in them or whatever. So that's how I first looked into that. But so there's got to be something that's changing the deflection of those waves or blocking them that really interacts with the sound waves. Not just potentially, but actually. I guess you could look into that.
It'd be a difficult thing to ask, like Kristen or someone that's experienced this stuff about, because like I think you only like mark a thing in your mind if it's something that like rises above baseline.
Sure.
So I think if it's something that dips below, maybe that you just get that feeling of being watched or whatever. That fog is beautiful.
But it's not really noteworthy, in that sense, because it's like, it's normal. Like you don't remember your everyday, like normal meals you eat, day to day. You only remember the really good ones. Or the really bad ones.